Hey teachers, do you know what happens if you pass away before retirement? Who gets your benefit? What are their options, etc.? I'm going to go over those in a minute, and it's going to be a little longer video. But first, my name is Clint Hudson with Help TX Teachers. We help educators understand how their pension works, as well as escape the 403B trap that a lot of them find themselves in. So when we look at active member death benefits, that simply means if you are a teacher paying into TRS and you pass away prior to triggering your retirement, what happens to the money in your retirement account? And there are 5 different options that your beneficiary would be given. So it's very important. Let's start right off the bat. Double check, go to My TRS, log in, double check that you've got your beneficiary named. And if you don't, go to the website, go to the TRS website, get Form 15, Form 15. That's the designation of beneficiary form. Make sure you get that filled out. You've always got to make sure that you have your beneficiary named, just in case something happens. So here's what they would be given. They have, number one, they could take an amount equal to twice your annual salary for the school year in which you pass away, or twice the amount of creditable compensation actually paid to you in the preceding school year, whichever is greater, up to a maximum of $80,000. So that's number one. Number two, they can take 60 monthly payments in an amount equal to your standard annuity without reduction for early age retirement. This payment plan is only available to beneficiaries of members who have 5 or more years of service credit. So if you've got over 5 years, what they could do is they could go ahead and do the math. Your years of service times 2.3, what is your 5-year average at that time, etc., and find out what your pension check would have been for you, and they can send 5 years payment to your beneficiary. Number 3, they can take a lifetime annuity equal to an option 1 retirement, calculated as if you retired the month before your death. This payment plan is only available to a beneficiary of a member who has 5 or more service credit years. This plan is not available to joint beneficiaries. So they can also just say, what would your option 1 benefit have been if you had the exact number of years you have when you retire and what your 5-year average is. They can look at that and say, this is what the option 1 benefit would have been, and they can pay that to your beneficiary. A lot of times that one, in my opinion, is the one that people pick. Number 4, an amount equal to the accumulated contributions in your account. They can just take your account balance and have that, whatever's in your account. And then number 5, survivor benefits consisting of a $2,500 lump sum payment plus a monthly payment according to the following. A beneficiary spouse would get $250 a month for life until they reach age 65. They could, to a beneficiary spouse who has 1 or more minor children, they could get $350 a month. The minor children beneficiaries could get $350 a month, or a dependent parent could get $250 a month. So that just depends on like survivor benefit of $2,500 plus a little monthly check based on who you are. So in the rare few times in my 25-year career where this has happened to a teacher, their spouse or their beneficiaries usually contact me. We look at the letter, we go over the 5 things that have been offered, and then we help them fill out the paperwork to make sure that their wishes come true. So not a wonderful, amazing thing to talk about, but it is something that happens. And I want you to be aware of it, because that's the promise I made to my mom when she made all of her mistakes in the 90s and retired, was that I was going to help educate teachers on all these different things and never charge a fee to meet. So please educate yourself on that. It's on page about 20 to 22 in the TRS Teacher Handbook, which you can get through the TRS website. But it's really clear. It's just a lot of verbiage. But number 1, make sure you have your beneficiary named. And then number 2, make sure that your beneficiary knows, hey, if something happens to me, there is going to be a benefit through TRS that you need to be aware of, and either have them call TRS to get it explained, or have them have my number in the phone, whatever. Just make sure that you understand what your options are. I really appreciate everything you do. Make it a great day. And as always, we got this.